on board. Say they won't smoke, that's the shit they can't afford. These niggas weak, no cap, I go hard. And I know these niggas mad, I ain't tripping, I'm good. One call, then fall on you, don't make me do it. Me and my niggas taking your city on guard. 140 for the rebel, nigga. Yeah. Wait a minute, let me check my watch, time to go to work. Bitch, I'm right back, keep my bag, about to go berserk. Oh, that nigga left, he a hoe, tell him go to church. Say that they got next, okay, guess I gotta get it first. The truth hurt, I'm on fire, let it burn a bit. Fuck a hoe, cut that bitch off like a tourniquet. Cut him up, nip tuck, then I put him on the bed. Everything I drop, heavy little nigga, watch your head. Dead, he ain't one west, he a fed. I claim on 25th, UPK thoroughbred. Oh, he made one up, I ain't worried about a damn thing. Nigga, I'm strapped, I put it like a hamstring. Just touchdown, finna fly down, case it dry. Touch king times, gonna be very hard to stay alive. Bitch, we outside, so you know you can't stand there. Said if I gon' die for this shit, I told him hell yeah. Let's get it, I got it, I'm ready, my lord. Whole clique solid, everybody on board. Say they won't smoke, that's the shit they can't afford. These niggas weak, no cap, I go hard. And I know these niggas mad, I ain't tripping, I'm good. One call, then fall on you, don't make me do it. Me and my niggas taking your city on guard.
You know, if you wasn't my brother, I'd kill you. You know that, don't you? I'd blow your motherfucking brains out. You know that.
We still here, still standing. UPK, we never left the building. Commanding General YAHANNA, you know, wow. Check it out. Rolling to America. Seize everything and bring these crackers to their knees. I need everything and I do mean everything. I know they don't like us. Go ahead and try us. Don't make me call upon the Lord and put this earth on fire. I'm only getting better and I'm only getting higher. And you are getting weaker. That's why you cannot beat us. I know you do not like us. We don't like you neither. You win against a grain. You should be ashamed. You win against a king. Let's just call it treason. Can't wait for killing season. All that shit that you be preaching. Let me see if you believe it. They say they can't be touched. Well, I'm about to put my hands on them. No more missing nice guy. I gave that spirit up. Lord, give me strength so I can tear this city up. Babylon is falling, but it's just not fast enough. Angels with a nigga, so you niggas cannot touch. Ooh, this shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray that you understand. I said I pray that you understand.
YAHZ, you know the chop. I.S.U.P.K. Badness no sir. Let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the clock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know all your blood clot casket steer boy. You must see one back this prayer. When the map stick raise that big straight. Shot misplace. The key then in your head stop misbehav. Crack his face. The key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this place. War with them gunny like plastic plate. Hey. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We no take drape up. We no take beat up. We no stay up. And when the next day come, we no change up. My heart, them brothers, them wake up. AK bus boy, head top shake up. So tell a pussy well down by your UPK, oh and west. Babylon is falling to rise no more again. Babylon is falling. Freedom is here, my friend, not just part of the nation. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace in start of the vision. Now put your trust in the riches and wealth, cause our nation. I just the last statutes and commandments. We make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the vision. Daniel get a vision. Him see the black Christ, it wasn't a white depiction. No allegiance to Rome nor its regions. Come out them religion if you want be a free man. Cause the deacons them full of demons. Same situation with Rasta with Islam. Holy beacon of hope for your lean on I.S.U.P.K and the General YAHANNA. Every fowl of the ear, every beast of the field, every creeping thing we creep on land, every mouth of the clear, loud and clear. Mashiach is a black man who have ear, let him hear. Time to prepare, spiritually separate from Babylon. We no weak, we no fear, we no tear. Bun Saddam, my bun Batman are just part of the nation. Yahweh never come bring peace in start of the vision. No put your trust in the riches and wealth comes our nation. I just the last statutes and commandments. We make the decision to keep them with precision. Just part of the nation. Send evils and curses on the poor city and the beasts and all churches. America fall, them deserve it. Rome get defeat, history repeat, another first day. Hey, 400 years of work with, then desert with, then turn round and call it worthless. But now the COVID lurking, them hurting, and they need doctors and nurses. Hey, one.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Shalom, Lord Christ. What's going on out?
Shit ain't shit. Chilling, my Lord. What's going on?
Ain't about nothing, but let's settle this shit, though.
Shit, what you talking about, Cal?
Verse for verse, right now. What's up?
Shit, I'm at the burst with the brothers. It's whatever.
All right, meet me at Glenwood,
15 minutes.
I've been the best from the rip, ruins the dress and the grip. This how I get, homie. You keep all them hoes. My wife is all on my dick. You ain't that lit. Had me come brighten you up, ratchet to tighten you up. Hop on the truck, caliber heavy as shit. Effing this light as a fuck. Keep it a buck. Others ain't for you enough. My brother's the only I trust. Loyalty shit. I did that royalty shit. You rappers right under the bus. I mean that literally, bro. You not feeling me. But Nelly shotgun is straight out of Italy. In my ability, you cannot get with me. You cannot physically fuck with my family. I got the sauce. I got the juice. I got so much I can share it with you. Nothing can spare it. I made it apparent that rappers can't walk up a mile on my shoes. How could I lose? Niggas done copied the groove. Count out the eyes and the ooh. I need to move. I need to grip with a pool. Then moves in front of the school. We ain't that cool. I fuck with 144. Friend ones that's ready for war. Pray to the Lord. Just like an artist I draw. You in his raws before. My style is supernatural. I send them shooters at you. And all you hear is pat, 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 like they wearing tattoos. It ain't no shucking jiving. These soldiers built like linemen. They beat your ass, you hit the stand, you singing, feeling timing. These suckers so Takashi. I ain't got no Versace. Just puts in ammo, jungle, camo, ammo, polo, probably. I'm through with moving powder. It's you about $1. Listen to Pussy while I'm choosing bitches trying to holler. Put work in 9 to 5. Got lipstick on my collar. I put that on who art in heaven. You know our Father.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that, my Lord. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, I'm about to get on some cutthroat shit real quick. Some raw shit, you know how I do. 144, let's get it.
It's time to take. They come to rule the wake, and they can run all they want. I walk their ass down like Jason. Be the baddest motherfucker place. Going from dust to dust. I.S.U.P.K, I trust. They ain't one West, they blasphemous. Keep on hollering about that smoke, we ain't worried about it. Talking about that gun, he gon' bust, so we boycott him. I got it lit. Hot as a house fire and a pot of grits. Show you how to block and how to blitz. Far as this rap, I'm a beast like Chewbacca. It's my flow shopper, I cut you like Benjamin Button, bitch. My flow resurrected that day. The beats, I bless them. These rappers fall back like I promised to catch them. We can war if you want. Go ahead and start the shit up. They say my Lord gon' bring that fire. I'm gon' spark the shit up. They have been waiting on the darkness to touch. Obey a God that'll break your legs to see if you got the heart to get up. If he's so influential, spill blood. Pencil. Since these crackers took my pistol, I'ma turn y'all against you. Fuck all that peace, let them wait. He ain't with us cause he wait. War 144. Real niggas of the week. Leave life to the streets. Drop this shit, they like shit. Can these niggas compete? No, not with me, I'm too deep. Hey, listen, I ain't come to play, I'm I.S.U.P.K, I play for keeps. Raw shit, nigga. 144. That's how we do it.
Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yashai Barakah to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Latham Ba'Shem Yashai to all the sisters. We back at again. This is the Rise 1969. The Rise 1969. We're live. We're live. We got a good episode for you. I'm Priest and Officer 1000 Zabaja. Right. I got my main man with me. Priest and Officer 500 Barak Yala. We back at it again. What's going on, Barak?
Hey, you already know. You understand. The host doing the most. Listen, it's gonna be a good show today.
Oh, definitely is definitely going to be a good show. If you watching, we streaming on TikTok and on Instagram at the same time, right? If you're watching, you want to see what we're talking about. If you find this stream on TikTok or Instagram and you want to see what we're talking about, just head over to YouTube, I.S.U.P.K Canada, and look for the Rise 1969. Right, we got a bunch of topics today. Right, the first one is a video that we're gonna get into. We're gonna get into a brother he's just being unbrotherly to another brother. Right, that's a drink, please. Right, so that's what we're gonna get into. Salakia, bro, what you got going on over there?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure something out.
God.
Trying to see if I can jump on the TikTok. If not, I'm gonna just stay on the YouTube.
God. So, okay, 1 second. Yeah, we definitely live. We're going in. We're gonna be going in on Eboni K, right? We're gonna be definitely going in on Eboni K because what she said, right, and just how she acts is something to be discussed within the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American community, right? So again, it's Sunday. We're live. Get your drink. We're going to be on here for a little bit. We're going to be going in, right? Did you know also, right? Listen, the first story that we got, if you want to check it out, I'm quite sure everyone's seen it. It's a stepfather who is now. I'm going to try to figure out how I could play it for Instagram and TikTok, but we'll see what we could do. We'll see what we could do. If you got any questions, all comments are welcome. You type in your comments, right? Chat lives matter.
It's a lockdown one.
So type in those comments. If you want to know where we'll stream, you can go to YouTube. It's on I.S.U.P.K Canada on YouTube, and you can see what we're watching. You might just want to head over there. If you got a second device, you might just want to head over there to see it on the Instagram for this first part, because we're going to be playing a video. I got to get the share screen. So let me get the first video for you, right?
Hey, listen, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe.
Say something?
What you say?
Oh, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. And then even after, when the stream is done, hit the comments up and type a comment. All right, so 1 second. I gotta get.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm still working. TikTok.
Yeah, no sweat. I see we got people joining in and out. Hey, thank you for everyone joining. We're gonna be going shortly. You gotta give me a second. I gotta figure out how do you flip the camera. Okay, you definitely can flip the camera. Hold up. Let's see if I can flip the camera for y'all so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna flip the camera in a second. Yeah, y'all give me 1 moment. Hold up. Brock, take over for a quick second.
Okay, no sweat. You understand? So we're about to play a video on about a stepfather, putting a father in check at the kid's birthday party. And that's just to show you, understand? Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm on a TikTok as well. Most High in Christ. It's just gonna show you, right, how it is important that first of all, be mindful of who you're sleeping with. You understand? Y'all may have different opinions about who's right or wrong between these two men, but at the end of the day, like, you understand? What about the woman? Because she slept with the two of them. That's how the kid ended up having a father and a stepfather in his life at the same time. You understand? And we're gonna play the video, and we would like to whoever's tuning in, we would like your reaction as well, right? Put the comments what you think about the video. For those who are on TikTok and Instagram, we're playing a video on the YouTube channel, which is No Cowards Canada and I.S.U.P.K Quebec. If you want to see what we're talking about at the same time, you understand? So yeah, tune into the YouTube, you understand? And if you want to see the video, I'm gonna just go over the comments on TikTok real quick. Redbeard said, the star of Ramfan. Listen, that's just to show you that some people are unlearned. This is not a star. This is the shield of David. The way you write David in Hebrew, the da, which is what you would call a... Okay, you see a triangle in Hebrew, it represents a character called a da. You understand? But I'm not going to give you a Hebrew class right now. It's just, listen, this is not a 6-pointed star. You understand? That's just to show you how unlearned it's just stupid calling it a 6-pointed star. Listen, you don't know nothing. So be mindful of what you say before typing it in. Luther said the truth being divided into camps. Who has the real truth? ISUPK has never been divided. ISUPK is the home of the truth. We've never been divided. You understand? Other camps, okay, we're not even a camp. We're a school, first of all. The camps, they promote separation. It's them. So we know they don't have the truth because they decide to separate themselves when we're supposed to be gathered together as one nation. Right? And Ha Adam said Shalom is Shalom. You understand? There's no O in Hebrew. You understand? What you're talking right now is Yiddish. It's not even Hebrew. Right? To all those Shalomites,
Hey, bro.
Shalom, and whatever, you understand? Hocus pocus. What's going on, other one?
Hey, bro. Can you hear me? Can you turn your camera on TikTok?
Yeah, give me 1 second because I was trying to set up the phone before I turned the camera on.
Okay, no sweat. Listen, no fake Israelites. They want to battle. Tell them to go get on the corner and go do something. Right now, we're doing something totally different. They want to battle. They could go put in. What's going on here? I'm trying to get this to. Bear with me a second, right? So I'm gonna play this video. Slakia, we'll play it real quick. We're gonna watch it in full at first.
You shouldn't be here. That's why she was here in the home. That's why she was here in the home. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. Right. Right. Because you ain't been here. Because you ain't. You have not been here. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. You not even doing this. Please. Please talk. If I talk to him, it's not. Can you tell them? Can you talk to them? It's another time. He's been here. Well, no. You ain't been here. Oh my God. It's nothing, bro. Like, I said this, bro. You wasn't even here for his conversation, but you talking. What you mean you got present? You won't even hear from in here. Bro, hold on. Bro, you missed everything. And you told me the birthday party, you got some presents for him, bro? Okay. No. It's my sundown. Okay. It's my sundown. You ain't been here.
Good night.
You ain't been here. It's my sundown.
Good night. I had to stop it too. I'm gonna stop it for a second. For a second, because damn. God,
We have a comment on the TikTok. Luther, I'm just saying Luther, right? He said, "How did that man get in that man's house?"
Luther, that is a good question, and we're going to be talking about that right now. There's a bunch of things to talk about, right? We're gonna keep playing this video. I just had to stop it right there for a second. Pause. That man said, "That's my son now," in front of another man trying to be a father. Right? I'm gonna leave it at that. I can tell you myself, if that was me, I would be calling my camp leader immediately. I would need counsel immediately. Right? This is horrible and unbrotherly. Right? But Luther, that was definitely a good question. We're gonna be answering that shortly. Now I hope the audios are right. Right? We're kind of renegading this at the moment.
Your sound muffled on TikTok right now.
Pardon me?
You sound muffled on TikTok right now.
I sound muffled?
Okay, now you're Tawab.
Okay.
You're making yourself look bad right now. You doing it in front of your son, but you doing it in front of him.
Yo, did y'all just see that? Did you guys just see what I just seen? This man is trying to give his son a hug, right? And this, good night. Listen, this woman won't even let the man hug his son. And there's that classic narrative of black men aren't in their children's lives, right? So I gotta pull this back just a little for you so you can see.
But you doing this in front of him, though. Come holler at you about what?
I gotta pull this back.
Bro, you doing it in front of your son, but you doing this in front of him, though.
She said no. Right. So like I keep doing it. I'm gonna play it one more time because we gotta play it right through, and then we'll go back through it and keep breaking it up.
Come holler at you about what? You ain't been here. What you mean? You ain't been here. You tripping. You come up here after how long? After how long? That boy knows who's been here for. You ain't been here. Hey, G. You told him what you want. You ain't coming out here.
Good night.
And you can see the boy going to the door too because he want to see his father.
Right.
Good night. Right.
That's my son now.
He said, "That's my son now."
That's where you at. She's talking to me. She's not your baby no more. She's not your baby no more. And Kay not your baby no more. I got both your babies now. I got both your babies now. Well, you know I got my bread. Well, you know how to expose you. Well, you know how to expose you. I didn't even know you was
Did you hear that? Did y'all
Good
hear
night.
that? I don't know if y'all heard that. Barack, did you hear what I just heard? Listen, the man said to his new woman who sold him some story, how did he even know? Right? Listen, I'm gonna let y'all digest that one for a second. But he's
Hey, Chris, hocus pocus.
He's asking his woman, right, who has a baby by a man trying to see his child, how did the man whose child this is know this is happening over here?
What do you mean? Good night.
All right, so we're gonna have to get back into that. Salakia, bear with me a second. Let me switch back up these cameras real quick. Flip my
Luther
camera
said,
to see me.
"This is hurtful, bruh." Damn right. Listen, this is lack of brotherhood. You understand?
This is
like,
definitely something that's hurtful.
Okay. So basically, right? That stepfather, you understand? The evil side of the stepfather is just not letting the biological father seeing his son. Because once that woman sleeps with another man, okay, you know, that's not this man's rib anymore. She's the stepfather's rib, right? But what he could at least done is, you know, let the man see his kid. Like, he's claiming, you know what, that's my woman now. Fine, that's your woman now. You're sleeping with her. But that youth is not your youth. The man is still trying to see his son. You understand? You're trying to prevent him from seeing his youth. Listen, you're as evil as the goddamn female dog that you're sleeping with. You understand? That's it. And that woman, we already know she's evil. You understand? She decided to go sleep out. She decided to go sleep with another man. You understand? But not let her baby daddy see his child. And then guess what? These type of women are the same type of woman saying, well, my baby daddy is not doing nothing for my child. My baby daddy is not doing nothing for my son. You understand? That's the narrative we always hear. Not knowing that, you understand, they preventing their baby fathers from seeing their kids in the first place. Most women who claim that their baby father is not doing anything for the child they have together, they won't let the baby father see their child. You understand? Even if they see him, they won't let the baby father do anything for their child. And then they're going to blame the men. That's one thing. Women hate accountability. You understand? Of course, it is also the stepfather's fault. It's that brother's fault as well for being unbrotherly. You understand? And just being a lapdog, right? But at the end of the day, it is that woman's fault. Like, she enables that behavior. And we could clearly see that the kid wanted to see his father. He wasn't acting like, he was not trying to see his dad whatsoever. He didn't want to have anything to do with his dad. He was actually trying to see his father. But he has no control over the situation. He's just a kid. His mom said, go back in the house. He'll go back in the house. You understand? The stepfather, we don't know how the stepfather acts with him. Lord willing, he doesn't act like a bad stepfather. But at the end of the day, okay, I can't even say that, because that's being a bad stepfather from, he's preventing you from seeing your actual dad. You understand? If that stepfather really loved that kid like his own, he would have let him see his dad. You understand?
All right, bro.
Plus,
I gotta stop in a second, right? So we could properly go in. Hey, shalom to everybody who's in here. Miss Bougie, we got I.S.U.P.K. Colleen, I.S.U.P.K. New Jersey, right? Rafa Hall, 1715. Good night, 1715. Luther, we appreciate your comments. Chris, shalom, Chris. Who else is in here? Little roll call, right?
Chris, hocus pocus.
Good night. Listen, I'm gonna leave it at that. These names, I understand these names, right? So first, like, watching this video, right? That is a evil brother, right? And this sister, right, she no less evil. She said, no. Again, we're gonna go through this video again and watch it from the starting and then we're gonna break this down, right? So I'm gonna play it again from the starting, and we'll break it down, and we'll just react to it. So the initial video, we're gonna go back on TikTok or Instagram. At this current moment, I'm not going to be flipping the cameras again. But if you do want to see the visual, right? If you have another device, just get to YouTube. Also, smash the like button, and when the stream is done on YouTube, write in the comment. Regardless of how you feel, just write in the comments, right? So let's go. We're going to be playing this again.
One second,
everyone. Reacting to it and breaking this down.
No, as a matter of fact, no, it's 12. Just play the video. I was gonna respond to Luther's comment, but we'll respond to it after the video because the response is gonna be included in the breakdown basically. Because he said all three of them are destroyed, right?
We let the comments live. Like we'll just let the comments live. We just gonna do what we're doing right now. Y'all just keep commenting in the video, and we'll respond to them in a likely manner. But let the comments live. Y'all type in however y'all feel. You could agree with us. You could disagree with us. Let us know your opinion. Right, Luther, you said what you said. All right, we're just going to keep rocking out. All right, so the first thing we notice in this video, the brother, the real father, he's already in the house. How did he get in the house? Right? That's the first thing I noticed. He's in the house. Someone in there let him in the house because someone in there knows, right? You can see the step simp is in front of this. I'm gonna just call her Mommy Dragon right now, right? The step simp is in front of Mommy Dragon, and they're in the corner. Someone let him in the house. It's a birthday party. First, if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native American, we shouldn't even be celebrating birthday parties. Let's start with that.
Right.
We shouldn't even be celebrating our birthdays like that. It's not our culture. It's the culture of our oppressors. Everybody always wants to say that we have no culture. If we're Black, Hispanics, and Native American, we have a culture. It's contained in something that they try to give to the whole earth, right? Called the Bible. Our culture's in there, right? A birthday party it's a large waste of money. Right, and it's not our culture. It's something that the Lord didn't want us to do. Right. Aside from that,
one.
Khan,
if I may, because if I'm not mistaken, is it next week? Mother's Day is next week, right?
Mother's Day is next week Sunday. We're gonna have a good time at camp. Hey, if you're also watching and you're in the city of Toronto, we'll be at Yonge and Dundas Square live out on the streets because we are no cowards.
Right.
Go and tell our people what they need to hear. So we'll be outside live, right, on the streets, Yonge and Dundas at 12 p.m. Right, that's in the city of Toronto. If you are in the city of Toronto, right. So let's get it.
So real quick, other one, right?
Okay.
Well, first of all, before I put my point on the table, right? Agama hocus pocus. Y'all need to stop with that, nonsense. But whatever, right? So basically, Mother's Day is next week, and a lot of brothers are going to claim, I'm woke, or I I know the truth. I follow the laws and commandments of the Most High. I don't fall after pagan holidays or worship, anything pagan, not knowing that. Listen, a birthday is like self worship. If you celebrate your birthday, it's self worship. You have people making offerings to you and worshiping you as a god for one day, just like you're worshiping whoever's birthday it is for one day and giving them offerings. A birthday is no different than Mother's Day, is no different than Christmas, is no different than New Year's. You understand? At the end of the day, it's just not our culture. If it makes you feel good, you want to feel good, come celebrate the Passover every year with the UPK. Understand? It feels good being around brothers and following the laws and commandments of the Most High. Like, celebrate the feast days in Leviticus 23. You understand? If you really want to feel good. Or don't do it just to feel good. Do it because you fear the Lord and you follow after the commandments that He gave Israel. You understand? Don't be a hypocrite.
So let's go more into this, right? So we're gonna break. We already said that, right? We're not supposed to be celebrating birthdays. Now, more on to the next part. We have a black man who wants to see his child. The demon in this woman, for the hate that she has, Barack, eventually get Deuteronomy 28 for that I shall be evil, right? Eventually get that from me and just hold that right there, right? Because this woman's evil and she has a lot of the hate. She might have been hurt by this brother, right? This brother might not have been there, but he's stepping up now to do something, right? A lot of sisters want to complain that the man is not there. Well, okay, the brother's not there, right? But now he is trying to be there, and you don't want him to be there. He's not there for you. He's there for his child, and she's the same one that's gonna say she loves her child. A lot of sisters don't know how to be mothers because they never had mothers. They know how to be
right.
to the ones that they love, right? So, Barack, let's watch some more of this. You gotta watch some more of this.
You shouldn't be here. Right. Because you ain't there. Because you ain't.
Right now, listen. This brother is an effeminate. Listen, he's an effeminate female dog. Salakia, let's say it like that. On TikTok, right? He's an effeminate female dog. He's telling another man that he cannot come and visit his son because he hasn't been there, right?
Good night.
That is something that definitely Luther said. I bet you old boy can still hit when Mr. Tender Salakia is not around. I'm gonna call that Tender Salakia. Good night, right? That's what happens a lot of times for brothers and sisters in the world. Like that man that's new in the picture doesn't know she's still creeping around the baby father, right? Which is extremely unlawful in our culture. In our culture, once that woman has departed, she's not to come back, right? And you shouldn't sleep with a woman that's sleeping with another man. It's disgusting, right? And listen, one of these articles
it's LBGT.
Right. It's half and half. Salakia, it's half and half, right? It's a that black coffee got a lot of sugar in it. Right?
Good night.
There's way too much sugar in that black coffee, right? We'll say it like that, right? So a lot of time, listen, this story is going to go into one of our other stories, right? But we got to keep playing. We got to keep playing this video. Again, if you're watching on TikTok or Instagram with us, I.S.U.P.K Canada on YouTube to see the visual, right? There is a video of this on TikTok. You just have to, Salakia, you just have to search the person who put up the video. Nigga, he's Salakia TikTok, my bad. Brother, he's there now. The man said you have not been there. He sounds like a scorned female. Now, that's not to take any shots at our sisters. We got some really, really graceful sisters, right? Some women with grace in the UPK. I can't tell you about sisters in the world or in any Christian group or any group because we are not affiliated, right?
Right.
But graceful sisters in our schools, right? But this man, he's hurt. Someone hurt him, or he knows, which we're gonna get back to. Luther, we're gonna get back to it later because he knows. Luther, he's Starbucks. Good night. Luther, it's not strong black coffee. He got the Starbucks. Good night. You know what's crazy, Barack? As we watch this, you know the man just wants to drop some presents off, right? He's not even trying to stay in the party. He's trying to drop some presents off.
That's it.
Right? Now, again, yeah, that's it. Again, we don't celebrate birthday parties, nor should you, right? The easier thing to do would have been just let that man stay and y'all talk about that after, right? Because she loves her child. Isn't it not about the child? That's the question. Isn't it not about the child, right? Gamma, what'd you say? He don't have to beg to be there. If they don't want him there, he can build somewhere else. That is definitely true, right? And that's actual scriptural. Listen, that woman, and this is the reality, the sad reality that we see. And a lot of people say that black men aren't in their lives when a lot of times dragons, like if the brother wasn't there before, he's there now. He's trying to help out, but the dragon's trying to push him away and make sure he's not there, right? Or he was there from the get-go and it was too stressful, so he decided to leave, right? Let's keep playing this. Again, we're streaming on I.S.U.P.K Canada on YouTube.
What you mean by the president? You wouldn't even hear
Right. Now remember, the brother first said let her go talk to him outside. Right? He's talking, and because he has some type of fear, bro, what we're watching is a brother that's afraid that his woman is still getting tapped. Right? When he's not there, that's what's
Shalakia, the one.
God.
Luther said he's there at night, just not in the daytime.
Listen, it's unlawful. He should not be with that woman. She has another man. Let her go.
Right.
But he wants to be there for his child. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. He wants to be there for his child. And this evil woman won't let him be there. Bro, can you get me that Deuteronomy 28? So,
it's 54?
Is it 54? Read it. Let me hear it.
Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Not that one. That one is good, but I wanted the first one. Shalakia. For the woman. One second, I'm gonna find it, Barack. You can read that one.
So you want 56?
Yeah, okay. So we start at 50. You could start at 54.
God. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Listen, that's exactly what's going to happen. Listen, Luther, you're right. She is going to. Women like that get brothers unalived all the time, right? They get brothers like that unalived all the time. The brother that's stopping a man from trying to be a man to his child, right? He's tender. He is delicate. He is the one that's going to cry if he breaks a nail, right? He's the one that his mother raised him. This man never had real men in his life, right? Especially in Mississippi. Good night. Lord be with those brothers and sisters in Mississippi. If you're in Mississippi, hit up isupk.com and look for your school in Mississippi. You're going to need it. According to Luther, you're going to need it. Women are getting like this unalived in Mississippi. You are going to need the ISUPK, right? So, Barack, listen, this is a tender man. He doesn't want a man to be a man. He said he's saying that you haven't been there. You never came to graduation, so you can't come now, right? It's like as if listen, this is a Christian man. This is definitely a Christian, moist, white Jesus man. He wholeheartedly believes in white Jesus, right? Even though we know white Jesus is a lie. Is if you believe in white Jesus, listen, run far away from whoever is teaching you that.
Right.
Right? Bro, don't let me go all night, man. You can add whatever you want to.
First off, hey, Luther, shout out to Luther. You're in the comments, but hey, what's going on? You ain't liking the life, Abash? What's going on, brother? You understand? And just you understand?
Little man.
I mean, you know, But hey, you know what? That's what I was gonna say. Like just like Luther said, she's gonna get him unalive. The thing is that one of these brothers gonna get unalive. You understand? Either the father, because he'll do anything to see his kid, and if it comes to the point where he can't see his kid, I mean, he's gonna make sure he can't see his kid for a reason. You understand? Like, you know, he'll be put in chains, and you know what I'm talking about. And the other brother, he's gonna get him unalived as well. How? Because he's gonna, you know, he's gonna try to do everything to protect his domain. You know, even though like there's no actual threat. Is that he's just putting himself in between like the father and the son.
Right.
You understand? Luther, don't just be lurking. You understand? You ain't just lurking. You're in the comments. You understand? Hey, shout out. Luther just followed the host. Most High in Christ. Hey, to all the brother.
Yeah, let's get that brother. Yeah.
Shout out to Luther.
Right, but Barack, were you finished?
Come on, real quick. Hey, Shalom, Adawan, Yabashim Shabakta. Officer Mataza.
Right.
But
so I finish that verse.
No sweat, Adawan. And toward the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children.
Tis I.
Kawakan. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Now that's exactly what we're seeing right here. His eye is evil towards his brother. Again, we're on I.S.U.P.K Canada. If you want to know what we're streaming to Amataza, we're streaming a video of a brother who is basically telling another brother who wants to see his child, you cannot see your child, and I'm the daddy right now. And Salakia, I would have needed counsel immediately. I'd have been in a counsel quick fast. You telling me I can't see my child, and you're the father now? Listen, here's another thing that no one wants to talk about. Women choose horrible men. Sometimes they bring these men into the house and they end up abusing the children. And they stay with that man. And when the child tells the mother about the abuse that's going on, they are not believed, right? This man he's evil towards his brother.
Right.
So I'll keep playing it. It's locked. Let's keep playing it.
Everything. And you show the birthday party. You got some presents for him, bro? It's my son now. Okay.
Good night. See that right there, counsel, right there. He said he put the arm around him, like, little man, this is my son. You know,
he claimed him.
Excuse me. Right. There's a thing that we used to do back in the day, right? As kids and young men, when we're like, brothers in the world do this. Sometimes it's like son and niggas, right? Salakia, TikTok, that's my vernacular. Son and brothers, right? You put his arm around him. He said, "You my son." Listen, you're joking and it's in jest. You could get away with that because that's your brother, right? But he's doing that to this young man in front of his real dad. He doesn't even understand that he's emasculating his real father.
Right.
His real father has such a deeper connection with that man, a connection that man's never going to have, right? You can't be a sucker out here. And this man putting his arm around another man's child, telling him, I'm the father now. He's a sucker, right? He's punking that child's hero. That child is watching his hero get punked, and that is going to damage that child, right? Let's play this some more. Or Brock, you got anything you want to add?
No, I was ready to jump on the next topic.
Con, we're about to wrap this up in a second.
This is my son now. You ain't been here. You ain't been here. This is my son now.
You really making stuff look bad right now. You making stuff look bad right now.
Right. She's.
Do you hear that?
that looks bad, right? She
Right.
said, you're making yourself look bad right now. He just wants to see his child. How's he making himself look bad? You told your child that he hasn't been there, and now he pops up. He wants to be there.
And
Child is still
Salaki
young.
other one.
God.
If they ever try to go to court, I'm glad they have this on tape for the
Right.
brother. You understand? Because listen, if he's trying to get like shared custody or the whole custody of the child, you know, she can't say, "Oh, he doesn't take care of his kid whatsoever." I mean,
Right.
you're on tape preventing him from seeing his kid. Like maybe, like just like you said, maybe he didn't want even to stay at the birthday party. He probably just wanted to drop a gift for his son, but she won't even let him do
Right.
that. You
Right.
understand? Like he didn't even have to stay. I understand. Like, okay, we understand in the world they celebrate birthdays, which we don't because we know it's like a pagan celebration. But it just shows how evil she is because we don't know the situation whether the man wanted to stay or not. But if he didn't want to stay, like let him at least drop a gift. Let him give a hug to his son. Like
Damn
what's
right.
wrong with that? You
Listen,
understand?
she's evil, Barack. That is a evil.
Right.
That's Rudy's evil sister, Salakia. like you might not know, Barack has an amazing war dog by the name of Rudy, and that's Rudy's evil sister. The way she's acting, right? Listen, sometimes our sisters have straight up demons, right?
Damn right.
Especially in the world, right? But Barack, if you could, can you jump down to that same chapter? Jump down to 56 because it goes along with what you're saying.
Khan, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
Hold that right there. Our sisters are supposed to be tender and delicate, right? Listen, a sister in her grace, in her femininity, a sister that's not an evil woman to her brothers, her sisters, or her husband, right, is such a beautiful thing. It's
Right.
a thing that could build. Listen, they always talk about nation building. I don't really like to say nation building. We just a family. We're in this truth, right? And we're trying to obey, or not that we're obeying the Lord's laws, right? And we have a nation. But people always like to say nation building. A soft-spoken sister that's in her role, that's not a dragon, not evil. That's how you that will further a nation rather than a woman like this, right? Our sisters are supposed to be soft and delicate. She's being all types of hard. She's hard in them streets. Bro, keep reading, Baba Kasha, or unless you had something you want to add.
Lord one.
No sweat.
For delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom.
Right. At one point, she was busting it open for this man. I'm just gonna say it just how it sounds. She was busting it open for this man. That was her husband. And she was submissive. She let this man dominate her so much to the point they have a baby.
Right.
They have one child that he's trying to see that a sucker is preventing him from seeing. Now, y'all sisters never say that black men don't want to be there in their lives, in their children's lives. A lot of times, y'all sisters are chasing these black men away, and instead of going to jail for life or turning to drugs and alcohol to cope with the pain that you're causing him, he's just gonna leave, and he's going to start a new family. And he's going to wait for his child to come and find him when he's of an age, and they can have that conversation of how evil the mother was, because the child is going to see it. And for this brother, he thinks that he's not going to be the brother in the black shirt. He is definitely going to be the brother in the black shirt soon.
Damn right.
Right, bro. Were you finished with that verse? Was there anything left in it?
Lord one. And towards her son and towards her daughter. That's the end of the verse, out of one.
Okay. Right.
Come on, kind. So like if I may, out of one.
God, no sweat, bro. You got it.
The son is that if he's still trying to seek his father when growing up, he's gonna despise his mother.
Yeah.
Understand? Because kids are not stupid. Like they grow up, they understand the dynamic of the family. So he's gonna grow up and he's gonna realize my mom is preventing my dad from she's preventing me from seeing my dad.
Right.
And it's not even about me. It's about her hating my dad. But at the same time, how can she love me if she's preventing me from seeing my dad? Like, my dad is not, you know, however she may talk about the father in front of her son, like this son is just seeing, the dad being prevented from giving him a gift on his birthday. That's what he's seeing right now. He's not understanding that it's only because his mom is a female dog.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Here's another thing. Listen, this boy and this other man, they're going to end up clashing soon. They're going to be straight up fighting soon. Right?
Salaki, other one, real quick.
Khan.
Do you have the number for the Baltimore school?
For the Baltimore school? Salaki.
Yeah, because Dolphy said, we're in Baltimore. Can we go hear the Israelites?
Okay, so first what you could do, just hit up isupk.com and you could go hit up the Israelites, right? isupk.com,
Right.
find the school in your city. You could type ISUPK Baltimore on YouTube. You'll also find the school in your city, but I'm going to get you that number right now. All right, Instagram. I'm about to end this live on Instagram, right? You can forward to TikTok, or if you want to see what we're streaming, you can go and watch it on ISUPK Canada YouTube. Shalom. All right, both.
We're gonna give you the number shortly.
Yeah, Barack, take over for a second while I get that number.
Yeah, Dollface. So I posted Slovakia. I posted in the chat. You understand? isupk.com. So if you want to look for the Baltimore school, go on isupk.com. We have a school in Baltimore. On YouTube, you could go on ISUPK. You could just type in ISUPK Baltimore on YouTube. But my brother Zabad is about to give you the phone number for the school. You understand? If you ever want to contact them and go check them out on the street as well, because we do have camp. We do have what we call camp, which is what you would call street speaking in Baltimore as well. You understand? I think we also have a TikTok account for ISPK Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we'll
give you that information shortly.
Stay tuned. I'm gonna get it to you in a moment, right? So, Salakia, listen, you got to be aware of this. Is for all brothers, right? Be aware of women who trap, right? They trap and they have snares, right? Like bands. They're trying to trap brothers, right? They're trying to listen. She either wants this brother to go to jail or fight this other brother and die. Right? That's what she probably gets off on, because there's no reason to not let that man see his son for a couple moments. Listen, even if it was 15 minutes, she could have let that man see his son and then turn around and say, listen, you know what? You got to go now. Right? But she didn't want that. She hold your point for a second, Barack. She wanted to see that man in pain. Listen, this man wants to fight now, because that's what a man wants to do when you're telling him he cannot see his child. Right? And she might have gotten off on that. Barack, what were you saying?
You said 15 minutes. It takes 5 minutes to just drop off a gift and give a hug to his son. That's it. He said, son, I'll see you next time, or whatever the case is. You understand? Like, I don't know what's going on with, well, we know what's going on. We know she's just an evil goddamn dog, but you understand? Like, the brother probably only needed 5 minutes.
Right. That she definitely is evil. Right. Listen, she could have definitely helped that brother out. Right. Again, what this brother needs right now, he needs the truth. The only thing stronger than an evil woman and women in general is the truth. And that's what he needs, right? And at the end of the day, if that woman is going to make it super hard for you, if you're going to have to fight a brother and go to jail and possibly murder a man to see your child, let that child seek ye. Right? That's what he needs to do. Let his child seek ye. Bro, can you get me that precept real quick? That's the last precept we'll bring out on this topic. Right. Also, there's a part that I'm gonna flash forward to the end now. So 1 second. 1 second. I want to find this part. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna leave. This is the part I want. But bro, can you find that Salaki? It's somewhere in. Damn, it could be in Ecclesiasticus, right? That they shall seek you out. It's about a child seeking out his father. Right. You don't have to. Okay, so for Dollface, if you're wondering what the I.S.U.P.K stands for, it stands for the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, right? We teach that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites. That is our ethnicity. That's the information that they beat out of us during slavery, right? Yeah, she might know, but we still got to tell her because there's other people watching who might have that same question. So we're just gonna answer it, right? Salakia. Let me see something. Yeah, Barack, whenever you get that scripture, you could drop it.
Salakia, what was the scripture you were asking again? Another one in Ecclesiasticus.
Ecclesiasticus, they shall seek you out. 1 second, I'm gonna get it right now.
Yeah, 1 second.
One second, I gotta find it. It's giving me something else. All right, give me Ecclesiasticus 33 and 21.
Okay. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33, verse 21. For better it is that thy children should seek to thee than thou shouldest stand to their court courtesy.
Right. Listen, don't stand to a woman's courtesy, an evil woman's courtesy, right? She doesn't want this man there. She wants this king simp. He's king sucker, right? He's a whole lollipop, right? He's a sucker. Let your children find ye. Let them seek you out when at another time. When that young man becomes a person becoming man, he's gonna start to realize how evil his mother was. A lot of men,
right?
Right. And then he's gonna go look for his father because he always wanted his father. Right. So okay, we got another story. Barack, what you want to do? You want to do the trapping like the 80s?
Good night. Hey.
Cancer. We might go into this.
Right. Let's go to the oral cancer because it makes perfect sense that you have to be careful who you sleep with. You understand?
Yeah, you definitely have to be careful who you sleep with. We're gonna go into this oral cancer. Listen, I don't know if anybody's even heard of this, right? But if you think smash and dash and just grabbing a sister up out the club and sleeping with her and y'all just having a good time in that bedroom and forgetting about it tomorrow is a good thing, you're in for a rude awakening. Right? Biblically, sex is marriage. Listen, who knows if sex is marriage? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that biblically sex is marriage? And if you don't think that biblically sex is marriage, let me know. Type it in the comments. All right, 1 second. What the hell is going on with this? Why aren't you charging? Hold up. I gotta charge this thing.
No sweat.
Brock, did you find that verse? Oh yeah, no, you read that already.
No, we just read it.
Yeah, Salak.
No sweat out of it.
All right, you can read. Once you get that article, you could get it open.
Well, you would have to.
Con. I forgot. I'm gonna read it for you. Salak, yeah. All right. So this is the article that we're reading. Oh, I could get rid of this. Oh, you know what? So there's one more part that I wanted to play. Or we'll get back to it. The part that I wanted to play is basically that man was asking his woman, how did he know that the party was going on? The answer was very simple. She's talking to him still and telling you that he's not there when he's fully trying to be there, right? Or the son let him know because he has communication with his son. And that's what he was alluding to, something about a week ago. It wasn't really clear in the video, but he was alluding to being in communication with someone in that household up to a week ago. And that's why I asked the question the first time, how did he get in the house, and why is the mom and the man just in the corner? Like there must have been another adult that let him know or let him in the house. And that's the last thing I wanted to say.
He probably
Right,
still
can
has
you
the keys
turn
to
your
the
camera-
house. I'm not on StreamYard. Oh,
Wow.
Salakia. My fault.
We got
No sweat. I might be jumping off of TikTok soon.
Yeah, we're probably gonna close this TikTok stream pretty soon, but maybe not. We'll just see what's going on, right? But
My
either
phone
way,
died.
if you're on StreamYard, they can hear you from my StreamYard, right?
No sweat.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this article, right? We'll be going for a little more, and then we'll be putting an end to the stream. So I'm gonna go in article. Oral sex stoking, Slovakia. Oral sex stoking throat cancer epidemic in the UK and the US, experts say. Right. So let's get into this article. Oral sex is a stoking an epidemic of throat cancer, which is now more common than cervical cancer in the US and the UK, experts say. A
Good
new
night.
study claims that this has prompted a large rise in specific type of throat cancer. Salakia?
I said good night.
Right. That is definitely true. A lot of women are sick too, right? And we definitely on that. Now, the mental work, what is the mental work, right? Like a lot of our sisters and brothers need mental. They need to get in these UPK classes to learn how to be good brothers and sisters, right? Now, if you're not in a UPK class, you are the same as those sisters, right? I just gotta burst everyone's bubble to let everyone know, if you're not inside, you're on the outside. You're in them streets too, right? All right, so let's get back to this article.
It's like I got the article
A new
now.
study. Khan, you got the article?
Come on. 1 second.
New study.
So a new study claimed that this has prompted a large rise in a specific type of throat cancer called oropharyngeal cancer, which affects the area of the tonsils and the back of the throat.
Yeah. Listen,
Good night.
you going to the getting drunk and being taken by a random man and becoming a throat baby, and then that man is performing oral sex on you. And listen, the Lord is not with that. The Lord said, if you touch it, you buy it, and it's yours forever. Right? This is basically a plague of whoredom. Slovakia. So we're gonna have to get into it.
Damn right.
Was that the rest of that was that paragraph, right? There's a specific part. Okay, you can get to the next paragraph, Dr. Hisham.
Come on. Dr. Hisham YAHANNA from the UK's University of Birmingham said this was mainly caused by a human papillomavirus, or HPV, which is also the main cause of the cancer of the cervix.
Right. So there's a virus that women are getting that causes cancer in the cervix. It's called HPV. And as we're going to read, they're basically going to tell you that men are going down on these women, and it's reacting in throat cancer in them. Right? You can keep reading.
Kind of. Dr. Mahana said people with multiple oral sex partners were up almost 9 times more likely to develop the cancer.
Listen, so what it's saying is you can't just be sleeping with everybody. You can't be
Right.
a 304, right? We're on TikTok still, so we're just gonna call it a 304. If you know, you know, right? The Lord doesn't want the daughters of Israel to be 304s, and the Lord doesn't want His sons to be laying with these 304s. And now you're getting throat cancer because you want it to be a throat baby. Good night. You
Salakia
want
one.
all them groceries. Listen, they wanted the groceries and they got more. They got more than that. They got a bag full of different stuff. Good night, Brock.
TikTok is not that sensitive. A whore is a whore.
God, TikTok is definitely sensitive, Brock. Right. Slovakia, where are we? There was a part that I wanted to read. Okay. Can you read, jump down to those with 6 or more lifetime oral sex partners? It's a few paragraphs.
Okay. Those with 6 or more lifetime oral sex partners are 8.5 times more likely to develop oropharyngeal cancer than those who do not practice oral sex.
Right. Now listen, this is something that, listen, sisters, you should definitely not be with more than one man in your life. Right? Unless that man dies. If you take one man, you stick with that one man until you die. And this is for brothers who don't care if she has a man. All you brothers that want to be a friend, you know, when she tells you, brothers in the world go up to a sister and be like, do you have a man? And they'll be like, no. And you'd be like, so can you have a friend? Right? This is a cut to that, right? So we're gonna wrap up with that. Brock, you got something you want to add to this?
I mean, listen, be mindful of who you sleep with. Sex is marriage, you understand? Once you lay down with a woman, and for a woman wants to lay down with a man, that's for life. You understand? And if you want to go around, I mean, listen, if you want to be, you understand, a garden tool, you're not immune to that disease. You're more at risk than anybody else.
Right. That's listen, the Lord wants you to be, He wants you to be different. He wants you to be special. He wants you to be holy, separate. You can't be like our oppressors. Our oppressor has a culture of whoredom, right? Of being a 304. He doesn't want that. He wants you to be separate. He wants our sisters to only have one man ever. And a lot of y'all don't understand that. You're only supposed to have one man ever. You're not supposed to sleep with a woman who has a man, right? I like, brother, someone who's sleeping with a woman that already has a man. If you're watching this, tell me, how do you do it? I need to understand, how do you do it? She has a man, or she was sleeping with someone the night before, and you just took her home and slept with her, or you just met her in the club. You didn't find out if she has any type of diseases, and you just slept with her. How do you do it? Right? I see Victor. Victor says the 8-ball. Listen, Victor Thomas, are you a Caucasian man? Because listen, you said the 8-ball. That sounds like you had to get on some illegal substance and you just didn't care. Let me know what's up.
Yeah, we have another hocus pocus in the chat.
Good night. Good night. Shalom to whoever just jumped in. This Victor said that's the doctrine. 8-ball. That's the doctrine. I have no idea. You have to explain. Victor, explain what you're talking about. Victor, we'll slide. We'll even let you come up for a second so you can explain what you're talking about so we can get to the bottom of this. Right? Well, you got a couple seconds. Explain what you're talking about. Right? Now listen, this is something that is going to you're going to see more and more diseases attacking the 304 culture. You want to be a throat baby, you're gonna get that throat cancer. Yeah, a lot of men want groceries and all those extra tricks that come in the groceries, and you're gonna get something that stays with you forever. They got the Adam's apple, put a hole in their neck so they can breathe. Good night. Listen, we're gonna drop that.
Salakia, other one. They said the cancer is in the back of the throat, so they could cut a hole in the front of, in the front of the neck. It's not. They're not gonna get rid of that tumor, other one.
Right. Listen, they might have to do something. They're gonna have to figure out something.
They're gonna have to start drinking Ray and Nephew.
Good night. Now
wait,
listen.
Victor said genetic purity, one kiss. Good night.
Yeah, leave it. Victor, listen, you got to do better, Victor. Do better.
Stop doing drugs.
Some people be bugging out, man.
Just say no.
Right. All right, so Barack, we're gonna get into our next one. We got a next one. This is the last one that we're gonna get into. Okay, I gotta find it. Hold up. I know everyone's here for this. We're gonna be talking about Eboni K. I know everyone's here for this, right? Listen, we had a story about Canada legalizing cocaine. We'll probably save that for next week. We'll probably save that for next week.
Not because you're not Caucasian, that means that you're right.
I hear you. I was just asking. Right? So you're not Caucasian. If you're not Caucasian, I don't know what you could be, but check out isupk.com and see if you qualify to join, to get down, to get in class, to learn something. Right? I never said you were Caucasian. I just said it sounds like that 8-ball. Like, I don't know. Unless you were saying it's hocus pocus, right? Good night. Well, Beasting, you are here with us. You are here with us. You're here with us. You tuned in. You did it. Give him a hand. Sucker. Hey, what's wrong with these guys, man? Salakia. Listen, I'm about to play this video. A lot of these sisters want to adjust their crowns when they're not worthy. That we're gonna leave it like
good
that.
Night. Hey. Good night.
That was.
Victor, you should have just stopped commenting.
If you're wondering what we're laughing about, you're watching on YouTube and wondering what we're laughing about. We're just reading the comments on TikTok, man. We gotta find a way to stream this TikTok onto YouTube.
We need to find a way. We need to clip that. I'm a clip it because this is funny. You're making the promotion of a youth abuser. Good night.
No, I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying the doctrine that he was talking about was propagated by that person. I don't think he's for it, right? That's what we're asking, Victor. Are you for the doctrine of that child molester, child abuser? Right? I don't think that's what he's saying. I'm gonna give Victor the benefit of the doubt. That's not what he's saying. I'm gonna play another video. I gotta turn my camera around. Right? I'm gonna turn my camera around. Y'all bear with me. For a second.
Hey, Sawab, Shalom, Yabashin Shabak. What's going on? Mano. There is proof. They are victims. What are you talking about? Yeah, he's supporting the child molester, other one.
Oh, yeah, it's like that?
He said there's no proof he molested anyone.
Good night, Victor. Cut it out.
Yeah, Victor,
Cut it out, Victor. So Victor, would you listen? Victor said there's no proof that Malachi Z. York abused anyone. Victor, would you let your children be around Malachi Z. York and go to the farm when it was in its full swing? Would you let that happen? And while you tell us that answer, I'm gonna play this video. Now listen again. This is Renegade right now for TikTok, but we are streaming it on YouTube, so you could go watch it on YouTube if you want to get the full context of this video. I'm gonna play it right through.
As soon as I discovered how off I was, I confessed to them and asked them to watch me. Tell me who I was. And I'm still very powerful, but I'm in my throne and the crown is straight. I'm looking forward to straightening my crown, Dr. Young. Let me ask you this. Let's get to the logistics now. We know that Black women are earning college degrees faster than anybody else. Many of us are doing like what we're doing now. We're getting those terminal degrees, those JDs, MD, PhDs. We also are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs, along with Latino women in America. Pew Research said that women are now out-earning men in 22 of the largest cities in America, including where I live, New York, DC, LA, you name it. When we talk, and I know that you said that you cannot teach a man or tell a man how to be a man. So I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Ayala, to how women need to, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns, right? Create and not build. When some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, I'm not about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I know, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we talked about. Are not having the resources, and they're not even showing up in the leadership. Would you date a bus driver? Would you date a bus?
1 second, I gotta bring back. If you watching on YouTube and TikTok, I'm gonna bring back her. I just want you to see Ilana ask the question. Now I'm gonna bring back her facial expression.
That's a problem. Because you date a bus driver. The incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership. Would you date a bus driver? Would you date if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus, yes. No. That's a problem.
Shalaki, other one.
Wait 1 second, bro. Let us play for a second.
I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure that is off from who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus driver. But we think that it's a human being's responsibility to give us what we need.
All right, so I'm gonna leave it right there. Right now, hold up. I'm gonna end it right there. We don't need to play that video anymore. I gotta flip my camera again. All right. So the sister Ilana, right? She is a sister that she's known now for empowering women, right? Not too long ago, women were loving her, and now it seems like women are just not in agreement, right? Now the other sister, Eboni K, she's a lawyer. She used to be a housewife of New York, like reality TV show, and now she's on The Grill, which is BT, and we all know how horrible BT is, right?
The Black
So
Evil
she
Television.
asked Ilana about fixing her crown. Salakia?
The Black Evil Television.
Right. Now, first off, 1 second, just to stop. Yo, Victor, you are fighting hard for a child abuser.
I bet he's an R. Kelly fan too, other one.
Right, you streaming out R. Kelly on a regular basis, aren't you, Victor? Good night, Victor. I heard them victims that you don't want to believe because you are a piece of poo, right? I'm on TikTok, so I'm trying to, like, if I wasn't on TikTok, I'd be more aggressive and raw with you.
Salaki out of one.
Right? Come on, I heard their stories, and listen, say whatever you want to say, but you are fighting hard for a child abuser. God, Barack.
I just want to say this. First off, listen, this is just YouTube it. I mean, anyone is going to tell you he's a child molester. Second, I don't want, when R. Kelly says toot toot, he says beep beep. That's what he's doing. Salakia.
Right. Listen, Victor, he believes in Malachi Z. York, right? Gamma says BT wasn't evil when we didn't know the laws.
Wait, what?
Gamma. What are you talking about? BT wasn't evil when you didn't know the laws. Okay, I got it. Like, we didn't think it was evil, but now we know it's evil. We know from what BT is promoting to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, especially the culture of Tyler Perry, right? We now know it's evil. We might not know something, but now we do know. So we're going to address it, right? Now, I'm not sure exactly if that's how you meant it, right? If you're saying we didn't know it was evil at one point, yeah, okay, I could hear what you're saying. I could see what you're saying, right? But now we know, right? Back to Ilana though, right? This sister Ebony K was asking Ilana, how do we fix our crowns? Ilana checked her, right? Listen, there's a thing that women are supposed to do. They're supposed to listen to the wisdom of the older generation. And Ilana is giving her wisdom. Would you date a bus driver? This woman is a multi-millionaire, right? They're saying she got about a net worth about like $3 million, give or take, right? She don't want a bus driver. There is something in Toronto called the Sunshine List, right? And when you go to the Sunshine List, I'm just going to read off some of these numbers on the Sunshine List, right? Hold up, let me get with you, right?
Salaki out of one.
Come on, Barack, you got it.
At a 3.3 million net worth, she doesn't even consider herself rich whatsoever. You understand? She doesn't even consider herself rich. For her, like, she's still, she's not struggling, but she's not there yet. You understand?
Barack, she don't understand what she's saying. She ostracizing her whole community. Even worse,
right?
This woman, right, who is a sister, she dates Edom. She likes chocolate eggs. She likes a lot of mayo. She put extra cream in her coffee.
Salaki out of one. When she asked about how to fix her crown, she should have just mentioned, first of all, she's dating outside her race. So to fix your so-called crown, go get you a black man. Well, first of all, do your 90 days. If you're sleeping with a man, don't leave that man. Listen, just like Swab says, stay with the Flintstones.
Yeah, so I say she loves the Flintstones. Listen, Barack, did you know? Okay, we're gonna go in on this sister a little more, but did you know she was with an oppressor for 4 years, and when COVID hit, he wanted to go quarantine with his children. She said his children are damn near adults now. She shouldn't be quarantining with them, and she left him. This is a woman with no compassion, right? She's saying she's not gonna date a bus driver because he doesn't own the bus, or if he owns the bus. Now, let me just read something to you, right? Don't ever think that being a transit operator is a bad job. I'm going to read something to you. Jeffrey, position, operator, City of Toronto Transit Commissioner. Operator is either someone who drives the train or the bus. I'm going to read how much they get. Annually, $500,073.65.
Good night. So he's making six figures.
One second. Aaron Kinetti, $100,423. What's his position? Okay, no, I gotta go for the operators. 1 second. Operator Aaron Warner, $100,000. Operator Gupta, $100,000. Listen, this is another heathen name, $100,000. Listen, don't ever tell a brother that gets into the position of the driving the bus with some decent overtime. You're making $100,000+ yearly, right? And if you're in the city of Toronto, they're gonna put you on a list called the Sunshine List. They do it yearly of the TTC drive, because okay, they make a Sunshine List. Some reporter makes a Sunshine List because he believes the TTC bus drivers should not be making $100,000 yearly.
Good night.
Good night. He's a hater, right? Like some people just be hated. Like you get into the bag and breaking he's not really breaking his back, but driving a bus and jumping up and down. Like when you drive those trucks and buses and you're like this all the time, right? It does a number on your back, and he doesn't believe that man should be making $100,000. So I gotta make a list now and expose everyone making $100,000. So, yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate, right? Listen, this lady lacks compassion. Right? She has no compassion at all, right? And there's earlier in the clip, she says that she's dated the whole spectrum. She's had a lot of relationships and dated the whole spectrum. Listen, she's 40 and still single.
Esau is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. That's who he is. Mexicans are my brothers.
Bruh, a Mexican is my brother, definitely. But Gamma, my question to you is, what do you believe about Esau? Tell us what you believe about Esau. Who is Esau? First off, who is Esau?
And what one? Esau? If I may, Gamma, what is your nationality? Where is your father from?
That too, but first answer the first question, right? Who is Esau? And who do you believe Esau is?
Okay, you answered the first question. Now, what is your nationality?
Nah, he's sidestepping. He said Esau's Jacob's brother, right? Esau. Listen, bro, can you get us Genesis 25? We're gonna go into it in a second, right? But we'll save you. We'll save 5 minutes. You just gotta be patient and wait your turn, right? Just put your finger in Genesis 25 and we'll figure it out. It might be 26, but we'll figure it out, right?
I think he's a Hamite, by the way. Yeah.
This sister doesn't have any compassion for her brothers, right? She thinks that because he doesn't own the bus, he's not worth dating, right? When that is a major issue, right? Now, if you ask yourself, where do these sisters learn this from? They learn it from watching the society, like how Eve learned what the serpent taught her, right? That's what the apple was. That's what if I said apple, Salakia. That's what eating from the tree was, right? It's learning what the other nations are doing. And that's what our sisters do. They learn what the other nations do, and they think how the other nations think, because that's who's teaching them. You can blame white Jesus and the Christian church, right? You can blame the leaders who want black people to be like the other nations. Slovakia, 1 second. I've had this up too long. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this for a second so we can just rock out like this.
Agama, we're still waiting on the answer. Where is your father from? What is your nationality?
Again, my brother asked you a question. You answered the first question. All right. Now answer the second question. Where are you from? Like, who are you? Right. Aside from that, Barack, don't respond back to him until he answers who he's from. Right. Just
no sweat about that.
Let him
let him live in the matrix.
You're in the code. You're in the TikTok code right now, just living. It's all good. Just chill out right there. Get to the question. You type that question into that. We'll to you. Right. So again, Barack, can you get Proverbs 1?
You wanted Genesis 25, right? First.
Right. Yeah, we'll get that later. That's for Gamma. What's his nationality? I don't know what Gamma's nationality is.
You wanted Proverb and what?
Proverbs 16 and 31, right? Because it's gonna talk about. Listen, there's a lot of things you could there's a lot of precepts we went
I
to,
have to
right?
jump back into
We might
streaming on
have
that
to
one.
do a part 2. God, you're still in the StreamYard. God, all right. I'm still on the StreamYard, right? I'm going to read Proverbs 16 and 31. Because if you read it, Barack, they're not going to hear you on the StreamYard because you're not on the StreamYard right now. So I'll just read it. Right. So this is Proverbs 6 and 31. A hoary head is a crown of glory. It will be found in the way of righteousness. Right. 32. He that is slow to anger is better and mighty than Salakia. Right. So listen, the horn is a crown of glory. It be what they're talking about is our system wisdom from the elder generation of right, and they're not the Ayanla, right? This right throughout this tape. This takes them that she are because that's what's happening, right? This hit back in the day, right? That proverbial wall of listen, you can't find it now, right? She would have found a man if she joined the I.S.U.P.K and changed her ways, but she didn't do that, and she hit the wall, and now she's trying to stop sisters from hitting that proverbial wall, right? So it's a crown of righteousness. She's supposed to go to that older woman and get the glory and get the wisdom that she has, right? What you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do, but she's not doing that. It's her pride. You should have seen how she made up her face because she's like, yo, what the hell is this lady talking about? Drive a bus driver as if that is a horrible thing, right? Now, what's the number? Salakia, Barak, what's the number one thing a sister should look for in a man? Like, what would you say the number one thing is?
Make sure he's one West.
Good night. Listen, get that brother. Right? That brother is bars. That was bars, right? Translation. Make sure you have a good brother. Make sure his morals are in check, right? Make sure he's righteous. Right, that's what you get with a brother out of one West, and there is only one West I.S.U.P.K. We teach that Christ is black, right? We're still waiting for Amaga. Where's Amaga, right? We're still trying to find out your nationality. Oh no,
Salaki other one.
You might
The wicked flee when no man pursue it.
Right. You breaking up on TikTok. I'm not sure if TikTok is even hearing you. But not TikTok, on the StreamYard. You breaking up on StreamYard.
I got my ear
We're
back.
about to be coming to an end.
I got my back in the comments. Where is your father from, Babas? Why are you running? Gam, that's his name.
Listen, Gam, where is it pops from? Like Salakia. Listen, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop now. Right. Brock, get us Proverbs 30 and 10. This is maybe the last couple of scriptures that we're going to go into, right? A lot of sisters, you be chasing these men away, and she doesn't know. Okay, listen, this woman says she's been around the block.
Good night.
And she wants a ready-made husband because she makes $3 million, has a net worth of $3 million. She wants a man to match her fly or be above that, right? We're talking about if you're just getting with us on TikTok, we're talking about Eboni K and how she says she wouldn't date a bus driver. I read a list earlier from the city of Toronto. It's a sunshine list. It comes out every year, and it's about bus drivers making $100K or more. right? And listen, there's a good few bus drivers on that list making 127,000 yearly just to drive a bus, right? And this woman not gonna not date him because he doesn't. Right. Salakia, what is going on over here?
Darren Romano says we're part of the FBI.
Good night.
Hey,
It's like what?
this is funny.
All right, no sweat, man. Listen, Darren, just tap that button. Tap the screen. Darren, you know if you tap your screen really fast, you'll see the FBI badge that we have. Just tap the screen really fast to see it.
Wait, so you're not good night. If we're part of of a law enforcement government agency, what are you doing in the chat in the first place?
Listen.
Good night.
Darren, again, tap the screen really fast and you'll see all our credentials. If you want to see the credentials, there's new update really fast. You see credentials.
He says someone blew the whistle.
Right.
Wait, what's his name? Okay, he's follow Alex Jones. All right, he's a conspiracy theorist.
Alex Jones is his god, eh?
Good night.
Good night. We know a lot of y'all got that Alex Jones.
He's worshiping Alex Jones.
So,
yeah, I got Proverb 31:10, eh?
Okay, no sweat. 216, we are the I.S.U.P.K out of Canada. This is the Rise 1969, a show we do every Sunday. We're talking about Eboni K and how she won't date a bus driver. We also broke down a list of bus drivers in the city of Toronto in Canada, right? Who don't date him. Now, this is what a lot of sisters want to do, right? A lot of sisters want to know what he's like morally before you bust it open, right? A lot of you wait until after you bust it open to find out what that man is, who he is, what he'll be like, right? And then you complain and say he was a bad person. Well, you never took the time to learn who he is, right? So I'm going to read a precept for you, right? Again, because this woman who said she's been around the block, right, with all everybody, right, who's 40 and still not married. 40 and still not married. Everybody. She wants a ready-made man. Is she even worth it? That's the question. Is she even worth it? Salakia, so we're going to be at Proverbs 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman? God, no I got sweat. It out of one. You off on the TikTok. I'm still on TikTok.
Okay. My phone died.
So this is Proverbs 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For the question, who can find a virtuous woman? Is Eboni a virtuous woman? She's been around the block and hasn't found a man. No one chose to settle with her, right? But she wants a ready-made man, a man that's going to match her fly and have money. A man that has money doesn't want her. She's been with everybody, and she can't keep a man. A lot of you sisters can't keep a man. A lot of women don't even understand what it takes to be a wife. They're going to come back and turn around and say, well, a lot of you be husbands.
You're breaking up on StreamYard.
Barack, you breaking up?
You are breaking up on StreamYard. Can you hear me?
Maybe, man. The oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. I can hear you. You just might be right. I just might be breaking up on StreamYard. Right. I will continue unless you got something you want to say, Barack.
Khan, that sister, she's the rundown car who wants a brand new owner that is gonna spend money on her to buy, to buy new rims and everything. when no one wants a car with enough mileage. You understand? She thinks that the man,
Yeah, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
right, like she's the 2006 Honda with mileage on her that thinks she's still a brand new BMW with no mileage. That's what she thinks she is.
This nigga crazy. He said she's a 2006 Honda that thinks she's a BMW. Good night. The Benz looks at her like, what is that? A Ford Tempo? That's what Barack is saying. Right. Everybody who's joining, even if you're joining for a second, as you join and before you jump out, I know, listen, Christ is black. Before you jump out, Christ, right? That's what I need to do. Now tap this. According to Darren thinks we're FBI agents, right? So I told Darren, tap the screen, FBI agent credentials pop up. You got to tap the screen. Tap the screen to see if our FBI agent. Listen, Darren's stupid. Hey, someone tap the screen. Keep tapping that screen. Good night.
Listen,
listen.
I
all
myself
we're talking
am
about
Officer 500. You understand? And we just have another 500 Officer 500 Kayadwan. Hey, listen, there's on TikTok we have what's his name? Darren. He's saying we FBI agents. You understand? So we just introduced Officer 500 Kayadwan. You understand?
God. So Salakia, you say somebody say we are FBI agents.
Right. I need to tell him lah. I need to tell him we are above the CIA.
We rank higher than the FBI, man. We are the I.S.U.P.K.
Listen.
We rank bigger than NATO. You understand?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, man. We have weapons of mass destruction, and they are called the chariots. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
For yourself, man. Zin, our thing bigger than that, man.
We're
bigger than the Illuminati. We're bigger than all of those conspiracy, nut jobs, theories. You know what I mean? Our thing, you know what I mean? Attached to the Most High power, the God that created.
Damn right.
Understand? Yeah, man. There's no comparison. Slack, go ahead.
So you have to tell him one West Link bigger than NATO.
Bigger than NATO, man. You know what I mean? Our thing are the biggest thing on the planet. You understand? Yeah, man. Slack,
No sweat.
Right now, that's definitely heavy. Hey, Shalom, Kyle.
Salakia, you broke up a while ago. Say that again, sir.
Oh, okay. I was just asking if you're Tawab.
Canada one cancer, yeah, man. Good man. They are going to hold it down with Officer Badawan, you know?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Salakia, did you send my link? I sent him the link.
Good to see you.
I already sent him the link.
Okay, gone.
But we're about to close off real soon, though.
Right.
Oh, so lucky. Our class actually just done a while ago, you know. So lucky about that. You know what I mean? So lucky.
No, that's no sweat.
Yeah,
that's
man.
no sweat. It is what it is. So basically, what we're talking about is there's a sister, right, in America. She's on the show. She's on the show Griot and BT, and she basically said that he need a bus driver unless he owned the bus, right? So what I did was I read there's a list that they make in my city of people who drive buses, right, as a career, and they make up to 100,000 skin yearly, right?
Yeah,
now,
that's a good
what
money.
The issue? A lot think like this woman, right?
Gone.
A lot of sisters think like this woman, and they don't. They think that love is about money, right? So they judge a man based off his money and not his morals, right? Like, okay, for instance, a lot of sisters would get with R. Kelly, and R. Kelly is an abuser, but because R. Kelly has money, he's a what do they call him? A high value man. When listen, an abuser is not anything valued.
Right.
Now, also, what I said about women who value men about listen, women who judge a man based off how much money he makes, she's for sale. She's for the streets. Any man with a certain amount of money can buy her.
Right.
And that's exactly what what we're finding out. 1 second.
So
We got some comments on YouTube.
That's a trigger, brother.
Kaiwan, you got it.
If I may, sir, I think that is what we call a HOE.
Hey, you're not on TikTok. You could just say it, Doc.
Right.
You can say it. So I think that's what we call a hoe or a whore. You understand? A prostitute.
Right.
See, you know what I mean? She might think herself to be something different, but you know what I mean? If it's all about the money and you're for sale, you're a whore. Simple as that.
Salakia.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Just like I told Officer Zabaja, right? What she's the 2006 rundown Honda that thinks she's a 2022, 2023 brand new BMW. Looking for a new owner to spend money on it when, listen, no one wants the Honda that's already run down,
Right.
You know, full of mileage.
Right. Gone.
Unfortunately, a lot of sisters are run down.
Right.
Hondas.
She's what you call a bruck. She's a bruck down. Like what is she?
Right.
The girl said she'd been around the block with everybody. Like she dates everything. Her last husband was an Edomite, and because he quarantined with his family, she got rid of him. Like she's a bruck down. Like no one wants her. And the sister Ayala, she was checking her, and that's what we're finding out, right? These guys are listening to the older generation of women that have wisdom. Don't just be listening to everybody. Just with ISUPK if you want to learn how to be a wife. A lot of you want a husband, but don't know how to maintain a husband.
Right.
Salakia, one if I may.
Right. Come on.
To El Rukin in the YouTube chat. Next Saturday we'll be in Toronto, Dundas, on Yonge and Dundas, downtown Toronto. You understand? From 12 p.m. You understand? Yeah. So reach out to us, brother. You understand? That's not the first time you're tuning in. Reach out to us. You understand? We'll be on Yonge and Dundas next Saturday, 13th of May. So come to the camp, brother. Ask all your questions.
Right. Hey, if you watch talk about to close up TikTok, Shalom. Hey, I would say so. Listen, if y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about on this topic?
So like, yes, sir. I think you talk about the woman who say she have tried every nation of men. She gave up on black man, then she tried every nation of men, and now you know what I mean. She realized there's hardly any good man based on fair standard out there. Yeah, she gone.
Right.
But you know what I mean? You can just imagine like where Officer Baraki.
I'm gonna play it for you.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Yeah, man, play it. Gone.
No, you can finish your statement though.
Oh, can sir, I think you're gonna go into what she gonna say. So you know what I mean? You can just play it. Slack it.
Okay, no sweat.
Yeah, man.
I'll play it. Slovakia, bear with me for a second. This thing does not want to play.
Listen, other one. So if I may, real quick.
And I'm still very comfortable, but I'm in my room and I'm trying to slip. I'm looking forward to straightening my crown.
So lucky, I can turn up any louder.
Yeah, it should be able to.
Okay, 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it could turn up much more.
Okay, no sir.
JDs and PhDs. We also are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs, along with Latino women in America. Pew Research said that women are now out earning men. And off, and I know that you said that you cannot teach a man or tell a man how to be a man. So I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Ayana, to how women need to, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build. Some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age, they are not positioned to protect or provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership. Would you date a bus driver? Would you date? If he owns the bus, if he owns it, if he owns the place, that's a problem. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on the sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and that we use to measurement is off of who we are as women, who they are in the same. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I could date a bus driver. But we think it's another human being's responsibility to give us what we need instead of us building together. I could build with a bus driver. I have my little stash over on the side in my prenup, but I can some of the criteria that we look for in the reality keeps us unhappy, keeps us angry, keeps us imbalance. And then when the men show up, we want to beat them up because they're not living up to our standards and criteria. And it's not working, beloved. It's just not working. So it's not that it's bad or wrong. It's obsolete. It's obsolete.
All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna get rid of this. Right. So Kyle, when you got a gist of what she said, right? Look, and this is she was not prepared for that question at all. She not think that she was going to be asked that question, right? And she was talking about brothers not enough money. And here, this sister asked her, would she date a brother that's making money? And I already went through the list of bus drivers making 100,000, again, 100,000 annually, yearly, driving a bus. Right? And that's not good enough. And then Ayala basically checked her and said, listen, I would date a bus driver if he was, she broke down the criteria. She said he loves what he did, but he's working. He has integrity and he's good to her. She said if he fits that criteria, that's for that.
My God, when you're breaking up again.
Yeah, just the last.
Y'all could I was basically saying like she let this sister know that she would date that man because he fit her criteria, right? And this sister is like many sisters in the world, right? They just judge a man he could provide, right? Meaning financially what he can provide, and not spiritually, morality, right? Not in the leadership department, right? They focus on if he has money and if he's good in bed. That's it.
Right.
Got on time.
Right in at any time.
That's a lucky, if I may. See? All right. So she said that she have tried them all. She tried all races, which means start with fear race, which is a black man. You see? She tried so many black men.
Right.
You know what I mean? That she gave up on all black men. Then she went on to other races. You understand? In other words, she never find no value in black men, so she move on to other races. So she move on to the Chinese. So what happened? The Chinese threw her away, cast her out. The Chinese toss her in the rubbish bin. Then she move on to the white man. The white man do the same. You know what I mean? Like what the captains them did us on the show. And then she come back round full circle now and still a find fault to the black man. You understand? You have to big up the sister where I do the interview, you know, because basically what the sister did, you know, is show her that she's a gold digger.
Damn right.
You understand? You only want a man what him have. You're a gold digger. You know what I mean? So after being rejected by every race of men, the man that you reject in the first place, which is a owner man, you come back full circle and now you want to be a gold digger to him. You understand? And she don't understand why she's single. You understand? If I may I pull a scripture. See? And the Bible make you know that, you know what I mean, this kind of woman, she know nothing. You understand? So like, yeah, if I may, can pull a scripture, yeah?
What verse you want?
Proverbs 9 and 13. Bawakoshar.
Kana, 1 second.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? And this is this sister right here. She don't know why she can't find a good man. She think it's because she can't find a man that earns enough. You understand? The problem is a man that earns enough don't want she. You know what I mean? She passed her prime. She have been with every man there is, every race. She admit it. You know what I mean? And a man can sit through all of that and know that she was only there for her money and she's a poor. You know what I mean? But she still don't know why she's single. And this is why. You know what I mean? A foolish woman is clamorous. You know what I mean? She's a foolish woman. She's just a fool. She don't have sense. You understand? That is justice. She don't have one damn sense in her pocket. You understand? Let me continue reading. She is simple, see, and know it nothing. She don't even know that she is the cause of the reason why she can't find a man. She don't even know that she's the problem. She don't know that men don't marry whores, or men don't love whores in terms of to make a whore them wife. See? And she, I don't even think she know that she's a whore. You understand? So the Bible break it down, man. That's what this woman is. Just a simple, foolish woman who have passed her prime. You know what I mean? Was she up in her 40s, you know? Was she there in her 40s?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think she in her 40s. See? She passed her prime. She been with every man. You know what I mean? Every race of man. So, you know what I mean? Nobody know what she. What them I do with she? You understand? But in the I.S.U.P.K and come on in general, YAHANNA, is where you're going to find virtuous women. Women who don't want money. Women that will work and give you their money. You understand? Woman that will take care of you, whether you're a bus driver, whether you sell fruits on the road, whether you sell bag juice. Women that, you know what I mean, love you for you. You understand? So like you're here.
No sweat, no sweat. We're about to close out just now. To water for tuning in. You understand? We're about to close out just now. So, do you have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, just to say, yo, remember to subscribe to the Rise 1969 podcast. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Make sure you leave on the comments and share on all social media platforms. And to order to Officer Zabadia and Barakiala for inviting me. So lucky about the late, you know what I mean? The class finished just a while ago, so you know what I mean? So lucky about that, sir.
No sweat. We're here every week anyways, you understand? But yeah, we're about to close out, you understand? So every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you understand? We have the Rise 1969 with Officer 1000 Zabadia from Toronto, myself, the host doing the most, Officer 500 Barakia Allah from Montreal, you understand? We're going to start having our brothers from Jamaica, Officer 1000 Abadawan, Officer 500 Kayawan that you see right here on the screen with us. You understand? Every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. From time to time, we will have Officer 5000 Hazahab with us as well. You understand? The Wolf himself, right? With that said, you understand? Israel, real quick, you never forget, nunca olvides, el hombre blanco es un pinche diablo que habla la Biblia. The oppressed is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. Blanc maintenant, c'est diable. L'homme blanc, l'oppresseur et le foutu diable dont parle la Bible. With that said, Israel, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabbat Thumb, to all the brothers, Yahweh Shema Atam, Bashim Yom Shet, all the sisters. We'll see you next week. Oh, one more thing. Next Saturday, 13th of May, you understand? Oh, Salakia, Officer Zavaja is back.
Khan, yeah, I had some difficulties. I just had to switch it up.
Gone.
No sweat. I was basically closing up.
Khan, definitely. Salakia. There was. Listen, once again, Barak, you could close out. I'll say what I want to say after.
Well, I was just gonna say next Saturday, basically, don't forget we'll be in Young and Dundas. You understand? We'll have camp next Saturday, the 13th of May, in Toronto, in downtown Toronto, on Young and Dundas. You understand? If you have anything you want to bring against us, if you really want to argue with us, you understand? Listen, hey, Lord be with you. That's what I'm gonna say. You understand? You're not gonna win this battle, but we'll be on Young and Dundas next Saturday, downtown Toronto. You understand? Hey, you want to say anything else out of one before we close out?
Right. I would just want to. I'm looking at these comments, right? Before we closed out, I wanted to address some of L's comments, right? Just because I know you're in the city, right? Again, we'll be at Young and Dundas. You could come to our class after. We're gonna have a class. The location is to be announced. We're gonna be at Young and Dundas, May 13th, right? You could come and check us out. Hold up, 1 second.
Just like Zabaja was bringing out L after the camp. You understand? We'll have class around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Location is to be announced. You understand? After Zabaja is back, he'll give you the rest of the details.
Right, Thuwada Barak. Again, Thuwada Kayadwan. For keeping the show going in my absence, right? So again, we're gonna be at Young and Dundas. You can ask us any questions. L, you said you're a brother, right? You know the oppression that we're going through. Listen, you talking this brotherly talk. I expect to see you at our class when we announce this location, right? You can come and watch the camp at Young and Dundas Square. It's right outside of Eaton Center. You'll see us. We'll be the niggas on the microphone, giving the truth, telling black people what's going on, right? Now, L, you said TTC is very racist about how they pick their people and they have a random drug test. Here's what you do. Don't do drugs. Are you afraid of a drug test? Don't do drugs. It's simple. Boom. You're there. I gave it to you. And now you won't lose your job at the TTC. Right? Let's go through this. But isn't having money, which is a means of survival on this planet, mortal to have if you want to take women? L, money not keep no woman. I just gave you the game. Boom.
God.
Now you know money doesn't keep women. Guess what women know? Babies don't keep men.
Right.
Simple. Guess what keeps a marriage together? Going to counsel, knowing the laws.
That's
right? You go everywhere else, they're gonna tell you you can divorce. Listen, we don't believe in that. Last one, but do you guys feel kind of weird knowing that the Bible is that kind of book that anybody could read into all types of different definitions for what it says? There's only one truth of the Bible. I don't know where you're learning, but if you want to learn, again, we're going to be having a class. You can come check us at Young and Dundas at 12 p.m. Right? ISUPK.com. Kayadwan, you got anything you want to add before we close out?
Just to add to what you said to the brother, you know what I mean? Money no keep woman, you understand? So
Right.
you think having money I go keep, you go be very disappointed. See that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, definitely. Once again, this is The Rise 1969. We live. We are working on building a YouTube channel. If YouTube stops acting weird, right? We are working on a YouTube channel. We're going to be having more content, more stories to talk about, right? Again, after this live is done, or as you watch this video, it's not going to be live anymore, right? Type in the comments. Let us know how you feel. Listen, if you agree or disagree, it's all good. Chat lives matter. Your comments are not getting deleted, right? This isn't the place where we're scared. We want your comments because I want to reply to some of your comments. So let me know. I want to make videos about your comments and we'll just talk about it, right? Again, that's what we're doing. We're talking. So again, this is The Rise 1969. We're live on Sundays. We're going to keep it moving. Water for all my brothers that came through, right? Again, smash the like button, add your comments. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh Hashem Shakata.
Yahweh Shem Yisrael Barakah.
Yahweh Shem Shabbat.